Coming up today on Studio 13 Live, it's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. We're making Star Wars-inspired cocktails with the Smith Tower and putting two of the biggest fans to the test in Star Wars trivia.
Plus, Jet City Improv and Pork-Filled Productions teaming up to celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month with a new comedy show. Get a look at their production of Joy Market.
And Frolic Kitchen is making drop biscuits and a shaved spring salad from their new menu. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
Well, hello there. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm Mireya Garcia.
And I'm Carrie Henderson. This has been such a good week so far. Today is a very special day because it is May the 4th, which means it's Star Wars Day. So you're probably going to hear a lot of this phrase. Let's roll that clip.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
Anakin, may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you, Master.
May the Force be with you both.
May the
Well,
Force be with you.
whether you are a big fan or not, may the 4th be with you.
I love it. I will tell you, I know I've told you in the past that I don't really love this dress that I'm wearing, but I wore it because it gives like Jedi robes.
It does. I was looking on Amazon to see if I could find like a cute little Star Wars costume or something like that. And the brown like robes are not as cute as this. So you are rocking it. This is like the perfect way to do it.
All right, well, happening today, actress Carrie Fisher, who of course played Leia Organa in Star Wars. She will finally have her own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The ceremony is set to begin at 11:30 this morning. And of course, since she passed away in 2016, her daughter will accept the star on her behalf. But there's been a bit of drama surrounding this.
There has. There's been a lot of family drama. Her siblings are angry that they weren't invited by Billie, her daughter, to the ceremony. And then Billie had to issue a statement about this. Obviously, a lot of people have, you know, uncomfortable situations in their families, and it's unavoidable. It's kind of unfortunate this is playing out nationally with these statements. And I just really hope it doesn't overshadow the honor that this is for her.
Absolutely. And I do think that it is certainly overdue. We have heard from some of her co-stars who said this is absolutely overdue. And I'm told that the star will be right next to, you know, her co-stars, which will be fantastic because they're kind of going to be together again.
They're family forever now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hollywood writers are striking against major studios, but their fight is also against artificial intelligence. So with the rise of AI, the Writers Guild of America wants to make sure that the use of this technology is banned in writing TV and movie scripts. So many writers feel that they will be dumped for an AI's creation of first drafts, and they're a little bit scared that studios will only be hiring writers to complete a second draft to clean up AI's initial work. This AI is just advancing so fast. We talk about it all the time. And when I talk to my friends who are writers about this, they are also worried about this.
And one of the reasons this really matters is because generally those first drafts, they pay more money than when you're cleaning up the second draft. So there's that money aspect. And then, of course, we're also hearing about some concerns related to streaming services. I mean, we saw this with Scarlett Johansson, too, during the pandemic, that both actors and writers, people behind the scenes, really aren't getting as much money as they feel they should because of how often people are streaming things. You know?
Yeah. I'm curious to see how this all plays out. I definitely don't want to watch art that's created by AI. Like, can you imagine going to like a slam poetry event and having it be generated by AI? Like, that takes the magic away from it. I want to watch human created art. I don't want to watch TV and movies created by AI.
Absolutely. But I think that it is headed that way, which is why it's so important to have this conversation right now. I mean, I think a lot of people really dropped the ball when it came to streaming services, you know, not really thinking ahead to the power that this could potentially hold and not making plans for financial compensation. So now I think that learning from that moment, a lot of these people that are involved in the arts are now trying to read the writing on the wall when it comes to AI and make sure they are protected.
Yeah, hopefully there's some way we can just put a pause on the development of this and get some rules and regulations in place so that we know that this is used for good too.
Absolutely. Emma Watson is opening up about her decision to step away from acting. So in an interview with the Financial Times, she says she just wasn't happy working as an actress, adding that she felt caged and like she didn't get a say about her own career. So some really interesting thoughts here. The last movie she starred in was Little Women, and it was released in 2019. However, she is planning a bit of a comeback, starting with a movie that is set to start filming early next year. And you know, I think that with this, we also saw this coming a bit, and you see it with a lot of actors. I think people get really excited when they start getting some success as actors in the movie industry, but then you start realizing how little power you have in some cases. So when you start becoming famous, you have the option, like Emma did, to step away or to even get involved in some directing.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't help but just roll my eyes when celebrities complain about being famous, though. I have to be honest. Like, you are living so many thousands or hundreds of thousands of people's dreams. Like, you made it. You got the thing you worked so hard for. I'm not saying her or any celebrity's problems aren't legitimate. I'm sure they are legitimate problems to them. It just sounds so unrelatable to me.
I know. It absolutely sounds unrelatable, but I think that for me, I really do try and take a step back because, you know, you and I have a really amazing job.
Yeah.
I know. I really love it. I have a good time, but we still have bad days sometimes. So I try to like times a million that I will never actually understand and be like, well, you know, it might be a dream, but I guess it can also be difficult sometimes.
So let's head over to the UK for this next story. Royal fans are already flocking to Buckingham Palace for King Charles' coronation. Take a look at this. People are camping out in tents to secure their spots. You'll see people wrapped in British flags, wearing jeweled crowns, and even some dogs are all decked out. I mean, this could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for some royal lovers for sure.
To be honest, just like, why not? This is like a party in the street. I feel like this is a really cool time for people to come together, and it's just gonna be fun, I think. So when else can I say that I camped in the street outside the Buckingham Palace? I think that's just something I needed to tick off the list, so.
King Charles' coronation is going down this Saturday, so they are going to be out on the streets for a couple of days now. Mireya, is there anything you would camp out on the streets for a few days for?
I don't know, a few days?
Yeah.
My gal, I don't know about a few days. I did once stand in line for an iPad, but it was like, it was a 1 hour line.
Was it when they first came out?
When they very first came out, yeah, and they were like hard to come by, but
Yeah.
you got an hour from me, I guess. What
I
about you?
guess. I can't think of much I would want to camp out for days for, to be honest. I'm sure it's a really fun environment. I would rather just like walk by, talk to the people, and see what they're all hyped about. It is worth mentioning that there is a concert at the end of it too. So it's not, I mean, coronation is exciting, but for me, I mean, that there's a Katy Perry concert, there's Lionel Richie performing, so that's cool too.
Yeah, it is. Well, you know what? Back here in the U.S., the Chicago area family is already getting in the spirit, too, with a creation. So it's not mom's meatloaf, okay? Ooh. That's somebody's dream. You know, that is Charles Philip Arthur George Loaf. It was made by John Kettman, who is known for celebrity interpretations using food. Wow.
It looks like raw meat, no?
It is. I don't think he's cooked it yet. So not your jam, certainly. But honestly, not mine either. I mean, A+ for creativity again, but wow. And that is going to look like a nightmare once it's cooked.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be very toasty. It already looks like he had like a really bad spray tan in there. I mean, I love a food-themed celebration, though. I just would probably go with something else. To me, eating meatloaf is like a punishment. Yes, of course. I can't imagine. Well, let's talk about getting married. So if you're planning on proposing to your significant other in the near future, there's some new guidelines for doing it, okay? Some experts say that the traditional aspects of asking someone to marry you should not be the norm anymore. For example, you should forget about asking permission from the future father-in-law. Other advice, tell your family first before posting the engagement on social media. Absolutely. And make sure that the proposal does not upstage another event like a wedding or a graduation. I think this is pretty good advice.
Yeah.
I would say while I do think asking the father is rooted in the patriarchy and desperately needs to be updated, I think that, involving the future wife's family is a good idea. I think maybe ask both parents. Don't just ask the dad, ask the mom. Also, when my sister got engaged, her now fiance asked my mom, my dad, and he also looped me into it, which I thought was really nice and respectful too. And it's just more like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing. What do you think about that? Versus, can I have your daughter? You know?
I think so. My now husband, Nick, asked both of my parents, but it was like a whole deal. They talked, and then his parents came, and we all went to dinner to celebrate, which was very, very nice. But I think it's interesting because I feel like just absolutely not involving the family is a mistake. You are right. I think that's setting stuff up in a very problematic way, if all the relationships are healthy. But the social media thing, come on, please.
Oh my gosh.
Please. I know it's exciting, but please talk to your family before posting on social media.
And tell everybody that you talk to, don't post this until X day, or, let them know. We're slowly filling in everybody too, because you don't want to find out on social media.
Okay, so we have some things that are being modernized.
Yep.
Not everything, though. According to a new report, Gen Zers are going back in time, not just with fashion, but flip phones are making a comeback. You remember the Razor?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. So the Wall Street Journal reporting that smartphones have become a bit of a distraction, duh. And now Gen Zers want to go back to the basics, but not all the way back to that Nokia brick, which I did have and I did like. So some college students even said that they've realized how addicted they are to their own phones, constantly scrolling, even at parties. So different look entirely. The modern flip phone is a lot lighter than it used to be, although I remember the Razor being pretty light. But kudos to the Gen Zers for trying to make a change, for realizing maybe they have a bit of a problem and they want to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, gotta respect it. It would be really hard though to go from your phone, which does everything. It's your Google Maps. It's your, check the temperature outside.
It's really the maps.
It's your connection to everybody. So many important apps on there. I would have a really hard time doing that. I'd have to carry around a pen and paper to keep track of everything. But more kudos to you if you want to do it. Studio 13 Live wants to help you celebrate Mother's Day in style. We are sending 3 moms for makeovers at Chromatique Salon.
So we want you to let us know why your favorite mom deserves to be pampered for Mother's Day. Log on to fox13seattle.com/contest and tell us what they do to go above and beyond for their family. Our panel of judges will be picking 3 winners for a makeover. Now, you do have to be 18 or older to send in a nomination. Prizes are provided by Chromatique Salon, and you can find complete contest rules and the entry form at fox13seattle.com/contests. Coming up, we're going to keep celebrating Star Wars Day. So what is the right order to watch those movies in?
Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet are here to explain it all. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile.
If you're looking to celebrate Star Wars Day, you could be watching the movies, but what order should you watch them in?
Yeah, they've got you covered on this coming up. Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet. They're here to explain which order to watch them in. But before we get to that, you have some breaking entertainment news for us?
Breaking news.
We do.
Jody.
I owe Bender $1, actually, which is unfortunate for me. Ed Sheeran. Everyone loves Ed Sheeran. Recently on trial and just found not liable for copyright infringement over his song Thinking Out Loud.
Woohoo!
Very nice.
Really happy about that because he doesn't have to quit music.
Right. Yeah. He said that was going to be it if he lost. They said that the heirs of Marvin Gaye's estate said this is frighteningly similar. And so a no for them.
Excellent.
There
All right.
you go. Breaking news.
Now let's chat about Taylor Swift. The rumors are swirling that she may have already moved on from her last breakup. Fill us in.
This is for you guys. The Swifties are freaking out because apparently Taylor's going back to an ex-boyfriend. What? Did you guys know that she had already dated this Matty Healy guy from the 1975? Did you know that?
I don't remember them having a fling before.
Me neither.
Apparently, this was like 10. It was what?
It was brief.
Yeah.
Brief. It was a fling. But apparently Taylor is going back. That's the rumor. and I guess they have been they're head over heels. Sources are saying they're head over heels, and she just can't get enough, and they've been like going out for like a month. That was for you guys.
I
There you
can't
go.
hate on going back to someone that you've dated before. That's how I got together with my current partner.
Oh,
we dated a long time
hello,
ago.
Carly.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have that history with someone, that chemistry with someone, and you're like, let's do it.
Little space to grow, and then you come back around. All right.
There is so much that we could do with that story, but we don't have time. We should go on a deep dive for Carly. But check this story out. Jody's got the story of the day.
Okay, so you guys know Guardians of the Galaxy. One of the characters, Nebula, is an actress named Karen Gillan, and she is head to toe with crazy makeup, like blue makeup and bald head, and you can't miss her. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, she posted an amazing shot to her Instagram, and it is going viral. She says, in honor of Guardians of the Galaxy in theaters on Friday, here's a screenshot of the time I forgot I had scheduled a couples therapy session on the day we were shooting. She's in full makeup on a Zoom call with her husband, Nick, and their therapist. And it is just the funniest image. You can't believe. I mean, I don't know how anybody takes that seriously if that's your partner. You know, I'm overlooking that.
Oh my God. Well,
Full on makeup.
Full
props
makeup.
to her for prioritizing therapy in her marriage, but oh boy.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, it is
So-
Star Wars Day.
That's right.
So what order should we be watching these movies in?
Okay, well, I'm going to fly through this.
Okay.
So apparently all of this is available on Disney Plus. So I would start it now because today is May the 4th be with you. So it's officially Star Wars Day. There's 20 movies/TV shows. Are you ready? You got to do this in order. Here we go.
Yes.
Episode 1, Phantom Menace, then Attack of the Clones, then The Clone Wars, the movie, then The Clone Wars, the series, then Revenge of the Sith, and then Star Wars, The Bad Batch, then Solo, a Star Wars movie, then Obi-Wan, then Star Wars Rebels, then Andor, then Rogue One, then Episode 4, which is A New Hope, which is, if you're old enough, this was our first movie. This was the very first one. Then it goes Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, then Return of the Jedi, then The Mandalorian, then The Book of Boba Fett, Star Wars Resistance, and then 7, 8, and 9. There you go. All 20.
That's not
the
just the
order.
movies, though. That is everything.
That's crazy.
Everything. That is movies, that is series, but that is the proper order in which you should be watching it all.
Well, we're
So
going to
there
need
you
it
go.
now that
Enjoy
the writers
day.
are striking. We got to have
We gotta
something
go
to
back.
watch.
Yeah.
So
That's
start
right.
with this. It'll fill a
beginning.
lot of time.
There you go.
Jody and Bender, thank you so much. Always good to catch up with
Bye,
you.
guys.
All righty. You know what? I'm gonna get to that, but maybe don't start now. Maybe start after this show.
There you go.
Yeah.
The sound was good. Lighting was good.
We heard them. Yes, it was. You guys
heard 'em.
look great.
Still ahead on Studio 13 Live. We are keeping the celebrations for Star Wars Day going with the Smith Tower.
Yeah, we're gonna get to learn how to make one of their Star Wars inspired cocktails. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait.
It is time for Seattle Sips, where we highlight some amazing drinks in our area.
Yes, and today we are joined by Gianna Grisolia from the Smith Tower. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having
coming
me.
in today. So Smith Tower opened as the very first skyscraper in Seattle all the way back in 1914. Still one of the tallest buildings in the world. Tell us more about that and about some of the tours that you offer.
Definitely. So Smith Tower has been around forever, right? 1914. She was the tallest building outside of or west of the Mississippi until, unfortunately, the skyscraper took us out. But that's okay. And actually, we're revitalizing her. She's been a building that has just had tenants in it, and now we're really bolstering that program, bringing a kitchen, bringing some different tours, and we're actually pushing our Talking Tower tours right now, are launching them right now, to essentially bring people in and learn about the history. We've had one of the largest rum running operations happen within Smith Tower in North American history. And so most people don't know that, and we really want to bring people in and well, learn how to make a cocktail, and
That's
the best place for it.
fabulous. And you do have the observatory bar with those Prohibition-inspired libations and fairs. So talk to us about what's going on there.
So exactly that. So our bartenders are heavily trained, and they come in and they make everything that you see here. So, for example, we have our pea flower tequila that they infuse themselves. They made their own lime syrup, triple sec, and lime juice. So we make sure that our program is robust and bring people something that they're not going to experience anywhere else in Seattle.
That's so cool. And we're going to do something cool today because it's Star Wars Day. You've got a cool drink to celebrate the occasion. What are we making?
Yeah, so this is Admiral Smith's Trap. And so it's going to be kind of a fun little drink for us today. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to have our lime juice, triple sec, lime syrup, apologies, and then our pea flower syrup. And so the way that we're going to do this is I'm going to throw our ice ball in here real fast. Now, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but we did have an ice ball.
I didn't know
that was our Death Star.
Look at that.
It has gone a little bit, so I'm going to throw that in there for you guys.
Very so cute.
And I'm going to have to ask for your help here.
Happy to help.
So as I throw these bad boys in here, I'm going to shake us up just a little bit. So I'm going to grab our shaker here.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab our lime juice to start. And there's our jigger. And we're going to do 1.5 of our lime juice. And again, we squeeze this in-house, so that's awesome.
Yes, super fresh.
All right, super fresh for you guys. All right, and then we're going to do our triple sec, which is our 1 ounce.
I bet it's fun to taste the experimentations as they're trying to come up with these amazing drinks,
There's
right?
definitely some fun to be had, I will tell you that. And then we're going to go ahead and throw a 1/4 of this in here, our lime syrup, again made in-house, which is awesome.
I have to tell you, I like how you called the Smith Tower her.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
The way I like to think about it is buildings have a personality,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Smith Tower's got one all its own, and I like to think that it's gorgeous. She's there. She's here. She's coming out.
Yeah.
And we're here to make it happen.
I like it.
It's that beautiful architecture style that's
Yes,
doing it, right?
Definitely. I'm going to shake this a little bit.
All
so
right.
And just so you guys know, I have never made cocktails before. I learned how to make cocktails at Smith Tower.
Oh, very cool.
It is so cool.
So as we mix that bad boy, and of course this is where I always struggle, right? You got to hit it.
Yeah.
You got to give it a little of a jerk.
Hello.
Yeah.
That is very
Well,
stuck.
judging.
You were
Maybe
I
very
wanted to make sure it
strong.
could happen.
Yes, there it is.
Come on.
There we go.
now.
There
she
we
goes.
go.
She did it.
I'm stronger than I look, I promise.
That's
I believe
right.
it.
And then we're going to put our strainer here, and I'm going to actually pour that over for us in just a moment.
Excellent.
Nice.
What's the flavor that we're going to get here?
And so this is really going to be like a margarita flavor.
Oh, yay.
And the funny thing is that margaritas were actually first called daisy drinks, daisy margaritas.
Oh.
And the reason behind that was because they were made in Mexico, or started in Mexico, and then that was kind of their heritage. And so what we're going to be doing is essentially making it into a purple daisy.
Cool.
But of course, this is our trap. So I'm going to ask one of you guys, go ahead and grab this bad boy here.
Sure.
And very gently, right in the center, you're just going to pour it right over that as close as possible. Awesome. Not all of that. And you're going to go right over here.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Wow.
So as you guys see, there's a little bit of that gradient.
Yeah,
and then
that's
I'm going
gorgeous.
to ask
Beautiful.
you to go ahead and grab that.
Okay.
And just spin it. And we're going to see that
it.
trap happen because it's actually going to now turn from that dark purple color into a pink color.
So cute.
And into our
It's a trap.
it's a trap. Very, very fun. And you're going ahead and jump on that one there, and we'll have you guys take a taste.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is so fun.
It's always fun to see that dark color change
Yeah.
into something else. And you know, with the pea flower, it reacts to the citrus, and that's why it changes color.
wonderful.
Please,
Here you
please
go.
enjoy.
Cheers.
Okay, let's see.
Ooh, very much like a margarita. I love the
Refreshing.
purple too.
And the color is beautiful.
This is so
Definitely,
yummy.
definitely.
This
And
is
the
great.
force is strong with these.
It's
Yeah,
very strong, so be careful. Don't drink too fast.
Don't drink too many of them. And of course, you can learn to make some of these fabulous drinks at the Smith Tower because you guys offer classes and events.
We do. So one of the things that we've actually brought in this year, so brand new, is our Smith Tower Presents events, essentially. And what we have started with is our cocktail class. This is once a month, and people are able to book this with their partner, friends, family, the whole 9 yards. Come in and experience and learn how to make 3 different signature cocktails from Smith Tower. And once they come in, of course, they get their champagne toast to start, get them all buzzed and ready.
Yeah.
Because why not? And then we also make sure that we get them nice and well fed by offering a charcuterie board that falls within the theme for the day. So of course we actually have
fun.
one tonight for Star Wars. And so it's going to be a really fun, exciting charcuterie board on that one as well.
That sounds like
and we're
a
going to be
blast.
making this drink there too.
Very
This is
cool.
so cool.
And you also do night markets and movie nights too, right?
Yeah, night markets, movie nights. Those are our first Wednesdays of the month.
Oh, cool.
And those are free to folks that can come in and just experience. We actually had our first one, which was a Princess Bride movie night.
Oh, fun!
It was so much fun.
People love that movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
It's
It's
amazing.
a classic. Gianna, thank you so much. These are so yummy. Those events sound amazing. We posted a link with more info on the Smith Tower up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live.
And still to come on Studio 13 Live, see how Jet City Improv and Porkville Productions are joining forces to celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
We're going to get a look at their new sketch comedy show, Joy Market. Stick with us.
I wanna see you smile.
Hey, welcome back. Jet City Improv is teaming up with Porkville Productions to celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
They have a new comedy show called Joy Market, and it centers on elevating AAPI voices. And it's now showing through May 13th. And here to share more about their production is Roger Tang, producer with Porkville Productions. Welcome to you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Porkville Productions is the oldest Asian American theater group in Seattle. So tell us about how long you've been around.
Well, we've been around, we're celebrating our 25th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Quarter century. I've been there since the beginning. I'm one of the co-founders, and basically we sat down and said, look, we've been doing theater and drama for a little bit, but there's stuff missing. And the stuff we were missing was stuff like comedy, being funny, having bigger-than-life swashbuckling heroes and things like that. And we said, well, we are going to fill that need because we are creative people. We can do this sort of thing. And basically, we started out as a sketch comedy group about 25 years ago. We were in the first wave of Seattle sketch comedy with people like Mike Daisy, who's now on the national circuit as a performance artist. And a lot of other folks are now part of the theater scene. Ian Bell was part of ACT's solo show a month ago. And we decided to do that sort of thing, get into doing comedy and theater. Right now, we're into a phase of doing what we call genre fiction, steampunk, horror, science fiction, that sort of thing. Last year, we did a historical fantasy about the real-life pirate queen of China,
Wow.
who commanded the largest pirate fleet in history. This year, we're going to explore Filipino witches.
Interesting. Oh,
this is
so
very cool.
Yes.
And you're partnering with Jet City Improv. You guys are doing a new comedy show called Joy Market.
Yes.
So I want to know all about that. What can people expect?
Well, basically, this is coming back to our roots. We started out in sketch comedy and improv, and let's go back to that. And what we did, we gathered a lot of folks, and he said, well, look, we have a little time slot in May for Asian Pacific, Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and we have so many people who are talented who don't get seen a lot on stage. So we gathered up 10 folks. We decided to write some stories and some fun stuff, some jokes, and add some improv to it. And we just have a lot of fun with it. And here we are.
So it is so lovely to hear that you're trying to fill this space where there seemed to be a need. So do you feel that in sketch comedy there's not a lot of Asian American, Pacific Islander representation?
It's not recognized. It's like when you think of comedians, you usually think of white people or black people. You don't think of Asian people that often. But there are a number of Asian American comedy groups throughout the country. Chicago has one connected with Second City. I know there's one in Toronto. There's been folks in LA and Vancouver, BC. So it's like there are folks around, but it's like people don't think of us as being funny. They'll think of us in stereotype things like we're the nerds, we're the best friends, or if you're really lucky, you're the the mysterious Oriental sex goddess that'll be the object of the hero's desired. But we're also funny. We're also leading men men and women in our own stories. So it's like, yes, let's show us what we can do.
How does it work having both sketch and improv in one show? Is it like one scene is all improv and then one is all sketch? Or is every scene like loosely scripted, but then you add improv into it? How does it work?
well, something that doesn't work. But
That's improv.
yeah, that's improv. But there are segments that are sketch. There's segments that are improv. But they're I think people are are loose. If they go with something and it's funny, we'll go with it. So.
Excellent. So you just kind of want to feel it out and lean into what you can.
Oh yes, that's the way creation is. So.
Wonderful. So talk to us about when people can watch the show or how they can watch it.
Well, basically, we have 2 more weekends left: Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays at 7:30 at West of Lennon. Today is our community night. We're bringing in a bunch of Asian American community groups like Asian American Journalists Association and that sort of thing. And we'll be having a top act. I'll be there if you want to see me. Or, well, that might be a warning, but...
You're available for high fives,
yes.
right? Okay.
Do you have a favorite scene from the show?
Yes, there is a... let's see, a variation of the dating game on there.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
And it's very specifically Asian, but you can see anybody from any group can see themselves in that.
That's awesome. Roger, thank you so much for coming in today. This
Thank
is so
you.
cool. Yeah. We've got a link with more info on Joey Market up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live. And still to come, it is time for Pop Quiz.
This is going to be a real fun one. It is Star Wars Day, so we're putting 2 mega fans to the test. And we'll want to play along at home, too. We'll be right back.
Great. Thank you.
Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds.
It is time for Pop Quiz, and we are putting 2 of the biggest Star Wars fans to the test in trivia.
Yes! Oh, everybody is ready. We are joined by our trivia host, Brian McMillan. Hey, Brian.
It's a very exciting day. It is Star Wars Day, May the 4th here, and we are joined by 2 of the biggest Star Wars fans in our building, Jake and Colin. Jake is our news director, so he's our big boss man.
He's our boss.
And Jake, you got this at Disneyland.
This is at Disney World, yeah.
Disney World.
They let you build a lightsaber. You pick a theme of the handle you want, and you put all the pieces together, and you pick your color, and
It's so
there
cool.
it is.
It's
and it makes the sound.
It is heavy.
Yeah.
It is heavy.
It's like the real thing. Don't touch the end
You've
of
learned
it.
everything I could teach you.
And Colin is one of our newscast directors. You're all decked out. You brought props here.
Have to.
Yeah, Baby Yoda. You got socks. Even your socks are Star Wars.
Show us the socks. Show us the socks. There we go.
Vader socks.
You brought something that's unusual. Can you show us your chopsticks?
Oh,
We have
absolutely.
We have Star
back
Wars
pocket.
chopsticks. Look at this.
Oh, if they're not going to let
Have
it
you
float.
used these before?
Yeah. Are they just for show, or do you eat
No,
them?
I use them all the time.
Oh, my God.
No, I actually, all the time.
I love it, guys. All right, so I'm going to ask you each 4 multiple choice questions. These are Star Wars questions. You have 15 seconds to answer. If you need help, you can ask your teammate. Jake, you're with Mireya. And Colin, you're with Carly, okay?
Are you going to be helpful?
Medium helpful. Medium helpful.
If history proves itself right, she will be medium helpful. All right. So, Colin, you're going to be up first here with our first question. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
All right. We'll start off easy. What do you say? First question, Colin. Who flies the Millennium Falcon? Is it A, Luke Skywalker, B, Princess Leia, C, R2-D2, or D, Han Solo?
EU? Gotta go with Han.
Yeah, you're right. Of course, it's Han Solo.
Yes.
Yes, or me. You could
Or you.
say.
You're
Yes, dressed as Han
looks
Solo.
just like
Thank you very
Harrison
much.
Ford. Yes.
Okay, Jake, you're up here.
All right.
What species is Chewbacca? Is it A, human, B, droid, C, Wookiee, or D, Ewok?
These are all good choices, but I am going to go with Mireya. Do you think it's C, Wookiee? I think it's C, Wookiee.
It is C, Wookiee.
There
Yes,
you
of
go.
course it is. All right. Now they get harder. Okay.
All right. We're all warmed up. Ready to go.
There is only one purple lightsaber in the Star Wars films. Which character does it belong to? Is it A, Ahsoka, I mean?
Thank you.
B, Mace Windu, C, Luke Skywalker, or D, Qui-Gon Jinn?
Do you know this one?
Maybe.
Do you
I
know?
would think C, right? What do you think?
It's a good guess. I'm going to go with B. But
Okay.
C's a good
All right, there we go.
That's correct. And I read that Mace Windu is played by Samuel L. Jackson, and he wanted to see himself in fights in the far away, like, you know, in the wide shots, which is why he requested a purple lightsaber. So
Dang.
there you
Always
go.
a star, right?
How about that?
That's Leo
Always gotta be
energy.
different, yeah. Big Leo energy.
Okay, Jake, here you go.
All right.
What was the original title of Return of the Jedi? Was it A, The Jedi Returns, B, Revenge of the Jedi, C, The Jedi Master, or D, The Jedi Strikes Back?
You are right. These are getting progressively harder. And, I'm pretty sure it's B, Revenge of the Jedi.
That is correct.
Nice.
Yes, it is. That title was used in a teaser trailer in 1982, as well as promotional posters, until George Lucas decided, you know what, I'm going to change my mind.
Well, and wasn't the story, too, that a Jedi would never get revenge?
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, and in the
That's why
posters,
right.
Luke Skywalker had a red lightsaber.
Oh my goodness. These guys are good. See, they are good.
There's
They are
extra trivia in the trivia.
All right, Colin, you're up next here. Here's your next question. Where were the Hoth sequences filmed? Was it A, Norway, B, Sweden, C, Canada, or D, Greenland?
Wow, you actually got me stumped here for a sec.
Yes.
For a sec.
Wait, what were the choices again?
A, Norway, B, Sweden, C, Canada, or D, Greenland?
I have to go with D.
D, Greenland. I'm sorry, that is not correct.
Owie.
Norway.
Norway. Should have won with the first answer.
And most importantly, Jake and Mireya take the lead.
Okay.
Well, you have to get this right.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Let's not get
Spoke
ahead of
too soon.
ourselves. It is 2-2 right now, and you can take the lead with this. Okay. Where did Princess Leia get shot while trying to invade the bunker on Endor? Is it A, in the leg, B, in the stomach, C, in the left shoulder, or D, in the right arm?
Okay. I have probably 10 seconds now to guess, and it's in the right arm.
No, I'm sorry, that is wrong. It is in the left shoulder. The left shoulder.
I meant the other arm and shoulder.
Yeah.
I really did speak too
I
soon.
also thought it was that one, but it's
Okay, our last two questions. It is all tied up 2-2. Colin, here you go.
Pressure's on.
What actor was George Lucas's second choice to play Han Solo and would have taken the role if Harrison Ford declined it? Was it A, Al Pacino, B, Kurt Russell, C, Tom Selleck, or D, Christopher Walken?
Colin, I'm sorry, that's hard.
That's a good
Who
one.
has Han Solo vibes?
Oh, that I feel like it would be B, Kurt Russell, but I also want to say like Tom Selleck would be great too.
What do you think?
Also handsome.
We're running out.
Both very handsome. We'll go B. We gotta go B.
B, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It was Christopher Walken.
The Walken here.
Walken. How about
Can you
that?
imagine that speaking
Owie.
cadence on?
No, I can't. I feel like they made the right choice
Yeah.
with
More
this one.
cowbell.
Michelle's on the control and just give me the dirtiest look right now.
He
I swear.
was really hot at the time though because he had just come out with his first big movie and all
That's
that
true.
stuff. So
Right.
here you go. All right, for the win,
All right.
Jake.
Okay.
What is the name of Jabba the Hutt's pet or sidekick in Return of the Jedi? Is it A, Salacious Crumb, B, Bib Fortuna, C, Bubo, or D, Cy Snoodles?
This one I think I know, but if you look at that graphic again, like how creative are those names? I mean, my name is just Jake. I mean, how boring is that? But I think it's B, Bib Fortuna.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It is Salacious Crumb.
Oh my God.
We're still alive, Carly. We're still alive.
Still got it.
And that means, folks, we go to our tiebreaker. So,
Okay.
I have a magic coin here. Jake, you're the boss. You get to pick heads or tails.
Heads.
Heads, and it is heads. Okay, so you can either choose to go first or second.
I'll go first.
You go first. All right, here it is. Closest to the correct answer wins. What was the diameter of the first Death Star in kilometers?
Oh, come on, Brian.
Rude.
How many kilometers was the diameter of the first Death Star?
146.
146 kilometers. Colin, what is your guess?
Well, we're gonna go 147.
Rude.
147? The answer is 120. Jake wins! Jake wins! How about that? That was fun. That was great.
That was very
Great
good
job.
and excellent job trying for the Price is Right rules.
Yes, gotta go Price is Right rules, always.
If you want to enter for a chance to play trivia and win front prizes, head to fox13seattle.com/contests and click on Studio 13 Live Pop Quiz.
I'm still sweating from that. Okay, still ahead, we are joined by one of the coolest rooftop bars in Seattle.
Yeah, Frolic Kitchen is making drop biscuits and shaved spring salad from their new menu. We will be right back.
I wanna see you smile.
It's time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area.
Yes, and today we are joined by Executive Chef Michael, is it Grandy?
Grandy.
Grandy.
Yes.
Grandy, which is what Ariana said is the actual pronunciation.
original
So
pronunciation.
you're doing it right. All
Yeah.
right. So Frolic Kitchen and Cocktails at Hilton Motif Seattle. Hello, hello.
Thank you.
So talk to us a little bit about that amazing rooftop in the heart of downtown. It's beautiful.
So Frolic Kitchen and Cocktails, we've got a great rooftop patio. This past weekend, weather was fantastic. It was packed out. You know, you got to make reservations ahead of time to get in there. But we just rolled out a new menu 2 weeks ago, so really featuring some of the best ingredients from Pacific Northwest. We've got a great team in place and just really happy to cook food for everybody.
And we're making food from the new menu, right? What are we making?
So we're actually making our Mother's Day specials today.
Cool. Let's get started here with this.
So we've got 2 items today. We've got our drop biscuit right here. We've got a strawberry balsamic jam. So a little sweet, savory. We've got some arugula that we're going to put down on there as well.
Yum.
And we're going to top it with a fried egg with American cheese. Now you might say, American cheese, jam, and eggs, kind of weird, but salty, sweet, savory,
I don't know.
all
I
really
think it
good.
sounds good.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like drinking wine while having a cheese board, you know?
Of course, of course.
I like
different
that.
forms.
Yes.
And while you're doing this, the hotel's recently transitioned to a Hilton hotel. What's that transition been like for you guys?
Transition has been great. Hilton's been a great company to work for so far. You know, really taking care of our team members there. Really fantastic to have them on board, and just really injecting real new life into the motif.
Cool, great.
Yes, exactly. You know, we've got another dish that we're making too. We've got our shaved vegetable salad. So something a little bit on the lighter side for Mother's Day for Mom. We've got a creme fraiche with tarragon and a little bit of Meyer lemon juice down on the plate. We're gonna toss that all together right here. So we've got our shaved vegetables, some shaved baby carrots right here. We're going to do some red onion in there as well.
Yum.
And then we've got a little julienne sugar snap peas, because this is the time of year for sugar snap peas, some of my favorite things. You know, springtime peas, snap peas, all the good stuff. We've got
Kids
some.
eat those like crazy.
Oh, they're like candy.
I know they are. They're totally like candy.
They're like candy when they're sweet. So we've got watermelon radish
Which
right
I
here.
love.
So beautiful, really tasty, delicious. Then we've got some shaved fennel. Shaved fennel is one of my favorite things. You know, it has that anise licorice flavor to it. Something I grew up eating as a kid with my grandmother. You know,
Oh, that's very
yeah,
nice.
we had it on the Thanksgiving table growing up as a kid. We'd have it after turkey and everything. A little digestive.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. Now, hot tip, if you want to go out there for Mother's Day, make a reservation, I'm guessing.
Yep, you're going to find us on Resi, and just come in, you know, make a reservation there, and we're going to take very good care of you there.
Wonderful.
So we've got our shaved vegetable salad, which I'm just going to lean right in front and start plating up for us.
Beautiful. What is that cream there? That's the creme fraiche?
It's creme fraiche with some Meyer lemon juice, tarragon, lemon juice, salt, pepper, all the good stuff there.
This is a really dumb question, but what exactly is creme fraiche?
So creme fraiche is
It's fresh creme.
So it's a lighter tasting sour cream. We'll just equate it that way. That's an easier way to do that. And then I've got some little microgreens to finish garnishing the salad
Carly
with.
loves the microgreens.
Yes, I do.
This is beautiful right here. I just want to show
just
everybody
so
that.
pretty.
There we
How
go.
beautiful
Look
it
at
is.
that.
Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna make a couple other sandwiches for you. now.
Try
Can't
that
just
sandwich.
have one.
Yeah. And while you do that,
Sure.
you guys have other fun stuff there.
Yeah, you got cocktails as well, right?
Yes, our cocktail menu has just been revised. We've got some really great Cinco de Mayo cocktails that we're running tomorrow. We have the Battle Puebla. We've got a house-made michelada, which I made some habanero, house-made habanero salsa to go in that. And then we've got some great food specials we're going to run tomorrow as well. We've got a shrimp agua chili tostada that we're doing, and then we've got queso birria tacos that we're doing as well.
It's like you're in my brain for all the things that I like. I'm like, what? Oh, that sounds amazing.
So all the good food for everybody, you know. Our team has really dedicated to, you know, crafting the best of what we can do here. Here we go, one for you. And
You get a sandwich. You get a sandwich.
everybody gets a sandwich.
Now, Carly jumped ahead and she tried the salad. You got to tell us
salad
how
was
it was.
fantastic. I
Thank
loved
you.
the creme fraiche.
Thank you.
You guys have got to try it.
Now,
So
talk to
excited
us a
try
little
this.
more about your beautiful patio because I saw the pictures and I was just going on and on this morning. It is a vibe.
It is a vibe. So we just purchased some new cornhole sets to have out there. So we're gonna make it a whole fun activity area. We've got dartboards inside. We've got shuffleboard. We have live music on Tuesday nights featuring a local musician, and then on Friday nights we're doing a DJ, but not clubby DJ, but just a nice.
Loungy vibe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Beautiful.
What
And,
kind of, go ahead.
well, one of our directors actually said that you guys even do fun stuff in the wintertime. I know we're like heading out of that, but that's pretty cool too.
So we just wrapped up our curling season. So we have a curling deck up there.
No way.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
So it's not actually ice, but it is just, you know, the stone is on wheels. So
Can anyone do that?
Yeah, you just have to book ahead of time. You know, we're looking to make reservations for our cornhole area as well. You know, you can book parties up there as well. Anyone who wants to come in, anywhere from 5 to we've had buyouts of 200 people up there.
What?
So, oh yeah.
And what kind of music does the other musician play that comes once a week?
He's acoustic, so just very kind of mellow, chill vibes, and just a fun time overall.
I love that. This has just been amazing, Michael. Thank you so much. And we have posted recipes on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live, plus any of the info that you're going to need. This was a blast.
Thank you.
Yes, this was awesome. And if you've got a restaurant or a bar that you think we should feature on the show, there's so many good places around here. Definitely let us know. Send us an email, studio13live@fox.com.
And this is so good, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
So
it's
good.
amazing. The jam totally works in here.
Thank you.
Salty sweet.
This is absolutely delicious.
I'm going to try the salad, though. I didn't
Yeah, get in there. Get in there.
I'm going to get a little carrot.
Anytime there's this, it's a watermelon radish, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Anytime that's in there,
You know
I'm
it's
like,
gonna
that's
be
what I'm
good.
ordering.
Enjoy
So pretty.
Star Wars Day, everybody.
May the 4th be with you.
And also with you.
Yum.